Welcome everyone to episode 2 of the Bad Leavers podcast. I'm Sam,
I'm John.
and once again we're excited to be here. We're getting rolling off the first episode. I hope that you guys liked it. I had a good time
Me as well.
recording it, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I right before we started recording, I was thinking about how at in the break room at work they just play random shows on the TV all the time, and lately it's been Pawn Stars. And it's just such a ridiculous show, but specifically today, someone brought in a whale tooth that was like carved, and apparently that was something people used to do in like the
I
1800s
didn't know that.
on ships, is they would carve whale teeth. So immediately Rick,
Into what?
well,
Like
they
into
carve stuff
something?
into the tooth, but it's a big tooth. I mean, it's like this big,
Oh yeah.
and they carve stuff into it. And so, of course, Rick happens to know about whale tooth carving. Like he's always like, "Oh yeah, that was a practice they used to." He always knows just
But
enough.
they totally feed him that stuff off
Oh no, yeah,
camera.
it's not
and he
real.
just-
And the second you look it up, it'll tell you it's pre-recorded. They already know who they pre-screen the customers. Like they're not walk-ins, like,
Yeah, no.
like we think. But the guy comes in with a whale tooth. Rick gives this guy the history on it, as if he wouldn't know about what he's bringing in, which most of the time they know a little bit. And I'm not kidding. He goes, "Well, let me talk to him." Well, because they always have to call somebody for everything.
the experts,
So he
yeah.
he knows just enough to tell them all about their thing, and then still be like, "But this guy knows guitars better." And then in the background shot of the customer, there's 8 guitars behind him that they're trying to sell. So clearly you know a little bit about guitars, and they're just afraid to give them the price. And then later, once they tell him, they give him a low ball anyway. They'll be like, "This is $3,000." He's like, "I'll give you 1,500." They're always like, "I got to make some money too." But anyway,
Yeah, that drives me nuts. The lowballing is crazy.
so Rick's like, I got a buddy of mine that knows a lot about these. Let me give him a call. And I immediately just walked out of the break room because I'm like, he doesn't have a whale guy.
It's like a guy with a wet shirt on. Like that's the
Yeah,
expert.
like he is a whale. He brings his orca in.
Yeah, like what?
But the idea that he has a whale guy just blows my mind.
There's no way.
He doesn't have that. There are times where it'll be like, okay, it's a vintage harmonica, I mean, okay,
Bring in the music guy.
yeah, bring in your. I was gonna say Australian. Bring in your instrument guy, and let him
Bring
appraise
in your
this thing.
Australian instrumentalist and what's
Yes.
you got going on.
Didgeridoo, perhaps. But I just thought that was the craziest thing. There's not a whale guy around. There, like to be like, I got a guy that specializes in whale teeth. Get out of here.
It's an interesting show, but when you really break down what happens in it, you're like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. Well, and you can tell that they're kind of making stuff up. Like I was I was just talking to somebody the other day. I used to work at a grocery store like right around the corner. And every time I go in there, there's still a couple people that work there that I know, and customers I run into and stuff, which is honestly just kind of obnoxious because sometimes I just want to buy my fruit.
And you're just so famous.
No, but sometimes I literally, it's as simple as, what if I just want chips and I want to
No,
leave?
I know.
And because most of the people that come in there and get to know the employees don't have much going on, so they kind of rely on that a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I could see that.
I finally, and again, I finally got out of there, and just as I was about to leave, I saw another person who works there, and we were just catching up. And it turns out that I forgot this, but he lives on the same street as I do. I had forgotten that, and I've known him for a really long time. We've known him for a while, and once he said that, I was like, "Oh, that's right." Because he's like, "Where are you living now?" And I gave him a rough. I gave him the street, and he was like, "Oh, you live on my street?" I was like, "Oh, that's right, I do." And the first couple blocks of it are straight, and then it curves along like a bridge. And he was like, "Oh, but I live along the curve by the bridge." I was like, "Oh yeah, I used to see." I'm like, "I feel like I used to see you walking around over there." And he goes, "Yeah, but my friends have been giving me shit about that lately." And I was like, "About what?" And he goes, "The curve." Like, as if, first of all, as if I should know that. And also, your friends weren't giving you shit because you live on the curved end of a street. It's okay if the conversation ends. You don't need to make something up just to relate to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah,
No, we related enough on the fact that we live on the same street. Like that was enough to me. You don't have to make up that your friends give you shit that you live on a curved street. I've never heard of that.
His friends must be Chumley and Rick Jr.
Well, and the idea that
Actually,
it was
is this
it's
son?
His son's Corey.
Yeah, I was about to say Rick
Big
is
Hoss.
junior, right? Is he even a junior?
I don't know.
I was gonna say we have to go back to Pawn Stars. I'm not over that breaking it down yet.
Right.
Oh yeah, but you're right. Big Hoss.
And he was huge Hoss. Like he was massive Hoss. Those guys were all huge.
In the beginning though, they got yassified over time because
Oh yeah, the show now
when
is
they started.
yeah, the show now is Ozempic stars, not Pawn Stars. They have gone through.
He went from Crumley to freaking I don't even know.
He started out as Bumley.
Yeah. Bumley, Crumley, Chumley,
Yeah. Also,
Dumbly. He really ain't bright.
but what? No, not at all. Unless it's Jordan 5.
It's also I was gonna say it's also crazy that certain stuff they'd be like, oh, let's bring in Trump, and he walk in, and he'd be like, hey guys,
Yeah, he was.
I'm like, this is their boy. Like,
Yeah.
if I was trying to sell something or get it appraised, and he walked in, I'm not feeling good about.
He comes
my
up to
odds.
the counter. What do we got today, boss?
Yeah, always.
And you're like, nothing. Is Rick around? Yeah. Immediately you're like, hey, big hot. You would rather Chumley's so bad that you would actually you'd seek out Big Hoss.
I'd rather
instead.
press Big Hoss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Hoss back there? Hi, Hoss. Yeah. You're looking around the car like, Hoss. I
I got Chum over here.
Yeah. Chum's giving me a crusty offer for my, and he has like a Steinway piano. He has something worth like 20 grand, and Chumley's like, I'll buy you lunch.
Low key, just watching it though, you feel bad for the customers after like an episode,
And
they're like, he undersold everyone. Like this guy would be like, this is my great grandpappy's car in World War One, constructed in Germany, and like it's a family relic. Like it's one of 3 in the world, and I'll be like, give you 8 grand.
He'll be like, well, there's no way for me to verify that. Then he calls in his guy. He verifies it and says this is in fact one of 3 on the planet. And then it goes back to, well, we got to make some money too. And I love that every single customer, they go, are you looking to pawn it or sell it? I've never heard a customer say pawn. I've never heard it. Seriously.
No, I don't think I have either.
Because they always sell. Again, it's already established what they're here to do. It's not real. None of
But then
it's real.
there's that other not Pawn Star. There's the other Pawn Star. There's the other Pawn Store show. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like an old guy with a big gold chain and his kids. The daughter is Ashley.
Oh, maybe I do. I don't know off the top of my
I forget what
head,
it's called now. But that one's like crazy. That one's like the opposite of Pawn Stars. It's like all the crackheads and freaks go in there and like try to scheme them, and like they're like, oh, I was just in here yesterday and you said you give me 1,300. They're like, no, you didn't. Like, we have security and cameras. You didn't do that. I can't think of what that's called, but they come up on my TikToks every once in a while.
I don't know. I sometimes in the break room there would also be. Have you ever seen clips of that like a repo show? And it's like the craziest ragtag group of people.
I don't know.
And it's like a white lady with dreads and stuff like that.
Oh,
like, but she just
that's
like
all I needed to hear.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's this huge guy that like just lays down the law, and they'll be like, okay. Like I've seen a bunch of times, they're like they get so mad. Again, it's also staged and fake, but they get so mad. And then the big dude walks in, he's like, "You're gonna want to hand over the keys," and the guy's like, "Okay," and he just
I have totally seen that.
And then the lady, like,
have.
I saw one, and it's so fake. Like, at least Pawn Stars, it's like, okay, it's cool. Somebody's making money. Like, you feel better about watching it. But this is just absolutely trash. And there was one episode that, what are those called? Those like air things called in the water where you jump on one and somebody else goes up in the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I don't know what that's called though.
Someone rented one.
Like it's like a big bag, low key,
Yes.
and then you jump on one side and launch them off the other because you compressed it. And yeah.
Someone rented one supposedly and didn't return it yet. It was like overdue. So part of the episode was they came to claim it back from them, but it was still in the water and they were still partying. It was all fake. To get it back, she's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to knock you off of it." So then she jumps on it, and the guy that's using it flies into the water, and it's supposed to be like a bunch of 22-year-olds who are like, "Oh," like losing their minds, and
they're drinking tweez.
Yeah, and she feels like a bows, like dragging it, like deflating it and stuff, and then they're just hyped because they got this lady to jump into the water for the show. But again, it was all planned. They all knew it was going to happen. But I even saw that Pawn Stars is also partially filmed on a soundstage, and people noticed it, I guess, because there was no exit sign. So sometimes they made like
What?
a replica of the pawn shop
And sort of filming there.
because people still work there during the day.
I
Like
never
it
thought
doesn't
of
close
that.
down. Like when you see footage of it,
Like it's not just the four of them working there.
yeah,
And everybody knows they would never sustain it if it was.
right. Well, and then
You think Chum is looking over the books? Like,
well, I looked it up, and his net worth is like $3 million from that show, and he doesn't do anything. Remember at one
all he had to do was be friends with whatever
right
his name is, Corey, whatever you said.
Haas, yeah,
Corey Haas, yeah.
Corey Haas,
Corey Ross
Haas
Harry?
Harrison,
Yeah, Corey Ross Harry.
yeah,
Harry's son?
Harry's son.
Honestly?
He is.
Yeah, Chum is probably Harry's son though.
Well, and some in like the first season, there's some girl who works there named Peaches that I didn't remember at all, and she was there, and they just play up that she's always late, and that's it, and then she's never on the show again. And I looked it up, like who the frick is Peaches, and it literally said she appears
I
in
don't get
season
where
1.
nicknames like that come from. How at any point in your life
It's such a
like,
southern thing. I feel like,
like
well, and because his dad's like, Peaches, you were late again, and she's like, I won't. I promise, I'll be here for
yeah,
the day shift. And he's like,
old man is literally like 98 the whole show.
he's Jabba the Hutt. He's like a human slug who just sits in the back. He's the only one that wears a dress shirt.
He just like eats burgers and
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's like, Chum, I'm not gonna ask you again. Stop giving things away. And he's like, I didn't give it away. He's like, you underpaid. Like he speaks so slowly. He's always mad about something. And Rick doesn't really.
Rick facilitates nothing.
No.
Rick doesn't do
And
anything.
again, especially in the early seasons, they really played up like "What are you guys doing?" Like Rick would always
You
be
rascals.
yeah, he'd always be like, "Guys, get back up at the counter," because they would do like cut scenes of them in the back.
Yep. Or like they'd get a new car and they'd be like, "You want to drive around the block?"
Yeah, yeah,
And then he'd be like, "Stop!" while they're already driving away. Like,
yeah. I saw one where they had a bunch of old records.
and he's eating chum dust.
Yes, I saw one and they had a bunch of old records, and Rick was like, "Guys, don't touch these; they're super valuable." Right?
Nobody touched these records.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they're in Vegas, and then they were like, "Oh, it'd be so funny if we like broke one," because there's a box of ones that are already damaged. So they pretended to break one in real time, but it was already broken. They just broke it more. And of course, Rick's losing his mind. All the jokes they make are about him not having hair. Like he's
Yeah,
like, and
that's true.
I love convertibles. I always want to buy them because it lets me feel the wind through my hair. And then he has that smoker's laugh, that raspy coffee laugh that he does. And every single time I'm eating my lunch, I hear it. He does it like 5 times a minute. It seems. But yeah, I just thought it
Love
was
that.
amazing that he has a whale guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry I circled back to that, but I just had to.
No, it was warranted. I stopped dead in my tracks.
And some things you enjoy when you're watching it, and then you turn it off, and you're like, when you really think about it, you're like, what the hell is this? Like,
yeah,
the things that just made it on TV and stuck are unreal.
right.
Like I just saw, I guess, Honey Boo Boo is like in nursing school.
What?
I'm not kidding. And she posted like on Instagram, like trying to put in an IV with gloves on and like her scrubs and
I
like
totally forgot she existed though.
we would watch. Not we didn't watch that, but like
Yeah, but people.
people would watch, still do. Will watch anything, especially if it's messy and like it's other people's lives.
Oh yeah.
They'll hammer that.
Well,
Like Mama June was like the biggest thing
yeah,
for like
she was.
years just because she was a crackhead.
Well, and then she lost like hundreds of pounds, didn't she?
Yeah, even though she didn't even have her teeth when the show started.
And she had like a makeover.
Like now we care? It
Well,
makes no sense.
have you seen the I think it's called like Age of Attraction or something like
The
that?
new Netflix thing?
Is that what it's
Where
called?
they literally just every single couple is like 28 and 59.
The one guy
Like,
was
how is that okay?
the one guy was 38 and the girl was 22.
Yeah, and the one guy was 60 and the girl was 27.
Yeah.
Like that's not about like, ooh, it's a mystery, we don't know how old they are. That's like literally you're purposefully putting younger people
Yeah,
with
yeah.
older for
Like-
no reason.
Like they didn't have one couple that was within 8 years. Like
no.
an age gap can still be like I feel like an age gap couple to me could be 7 years, 8 years. Like if you're close to a decade apart, that's a pretty big difference. Like
Yeah.
that means that you were like basically two high schools difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I measure it. It's like when you were in like 5th grade, that person was like a senior or something like that. Like that's an age gap to me.
Mm.
And that's funny because the guy that's 60, when you look at him,
Oh, he
you
looked.
know he's 60.
I.
You know he's at least
Yeah,
53.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what bothers
I was
me.
gonna say he didn't look 60, but I was like, I didn't think he was 40.
You know he's something.
Yeah, yeah, he's up
You know
there,
he's something. Like when I see the older people, they're
and he
none
probably
of
paid tens of thousands to look like that as it was. Like,
probably, yeah. And also imagine the screening. I always feel like the screening process for those shows are so dirty.
look, okay, he's hot, he's fit,
Yeah,
but he's 52.
they're
Next, like,
like it's probably the most direct objectification of people. Like a boardroom of people, not a boardroom, but like a room of people flipping through a binder of all these people, and they're like too old, but anything. They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
too old, too ugly, too poor. Like
Remember,
they just rifle through
remember
these.
Millionaire Matchmaker?
Of course I do.
That was
That was a
gas
great
though.
show.
That was gas.
That was Bravo though, right?
Yeah,
That was a great show.
that lady was goaded too.
She was good, and it would.
She'd be like, "Okay, you're ugly, and we need to fix your chest." And then they'd like,
She'd be like, "You're funny, but your nose has to get done."
"Yeah,
And
yeah."
you're like,
And they
oh,
would
you
be like,
can't say that to
"Would
these
they be
guys.
like, all right?" Like,
Yeah, and some guy
to get a
named Dean would be like, whatever.
Did you say Dean?
Yeah, yeah. But some of the guys would know they were hot, and that was worse because she would walk upright and be like, walk upright. She'd walk right up to them and be like, "You're hot. I love it, but your breath." Like she would come up with, she would come up with
Yeah.
something about them though.
Is
And
that your feet?
yeah, she would on your face, but she would always rifle stuff off about them.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
She'd walk through like a room. She'd be like next, and she'd be sitting like she was casting.
Like hairline on fleek,
Yeah, and she would start,
chiseled physique,
yeah, she
earwax vile.
yeah
Gotta get
she
that
would
out.
start to like she would literally list off like your traits in front of you.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I feel like you're probably a really messy eater, but like she would really dig deep.
She'd be like body yada yada,
Yes.
but forehead too.
But forehead too. Good question. Are you a Scorpio by chance? Yep, you're gonna have to go. She also pretends like she's like best friends with the woman, whoever like
Oh yeah, no, I
the
know.
subject is. So it's like, no, Chrissy won't do that. And you're like, Chrissy? Like you don't even know what's her middle name?
Chrissy Ann,
Chrissy Ann.
Chrissy Marie,
Probably.
Chrissy Rose is one of those three,
And her Instagram name is just those two.
or
no,
official in the beginning or after.
No last name.
In the beginning or end, it's usually real or official.
Real?
Yeah.
Or like how like fuckboy guys will have like she love underscore in their name or something. That is
She loved Joe. I'm like, right. Like, it's always
Yeah,
the
yeah.
assiest name.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she loved Colton.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, man. Those
She loved Lyle. I'm like,
Lyle.
oh.
And then it's some dude in like stack jeans
Yeah.
and New Balance 9060s that look huge because
Stack
his jeans are so tight.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like a. Remember those old like dyed Chicago Bulls hoodies people used to wear?
Yeah.
And it'll be that fit on his Instagram, and it'll literally be like she loved Tone, and it's some guy literally named like Antonio Muscarello. Like it's something incredibly.
Yeah.
It's never what they never go by that because it's too clean for their aesthetic. And then you go to their Instagram, and they totally
They
would've-
flop every time.
They were probably in middle school. They were probably wearing Jordan Spizikes, which was hype at the time. But regardless,
But
or no
now
Jordan
cool.
Futures. Do you remember Jordan Futures?
I
Don't remember that? They looked like 11s, but they were like the weird net mesh material. Sometimes they had like a zipper on them. The bottom looked like 11s, but they were busted.
Yeah.
Remember that? A lot of people used to wear those gray ones that looked like silver.
Any shoe that's to be zipped is not going on my feet. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't have any zippers.
Like sneakers, I mean. Like
No, I know,
obviously men's footwear is
Yeah,
like,
but no, but almost still though.
but
Like
I'm never buying a shoe that requires a zipper.
No, but I'm kind of with anti-zipper universally on men because men that still wear those like work boots or like the combat boots, get out of here, get out of here. Because people used to wear that with like a pierce the veil shirt and a
Yeah, I was gonna say we're boots maxing
yeah we
and
are.
Timberland maxing for nothing.
The boots. I just saw a video of a guy that's like a bodybuilder. Like he's huge, and he posted a TikTok that was like what I eat in the morning before a work day or something. And he does like a blue collar ass
20
job.
eggs. Oh,
And then he got changed in the locker room, and he put on the tightest jeans and work boots, and he is jacked. Like he's huge, and you could tell by his pants. You know, dudes are so big. Like his legs were massive, and he slipped into these tiny little jeans. Was like, and got into them,
oof.
and the comments were lighting him up.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
They're absolutely lighting him up.
Those are the same people in the gym. They'll have like big baggy stuff on, and then you can't even tell how
Yeah,
big they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
And I'm
And
like,
I think they're Sam Sulek and
yeah, I'm like,
yeah,
you went in there to put on that,
to put on that.
like
What would you wear at the gym?
shorts,
Pardon me. What would you wear at the gym?
shorts. Oh, I don't go to the gym.
Right. Right.
Shorts, a shirt. What's with the tank top thing too? Put those away.
Well, I've never been on the tank wave.
I don't need that. Like, you're just asking for people to smell your filth. Like, it's all accumulating in the pits. Like, at least your shirt, like genuinely, if you're gonna be that sweaty, at least your shirt will absorb a bit of it. Don't just let it hang out. Like,
Ruminate.
that's filthy. Yeah,
I do
I'm
think
not for that.
weirdly enough, it's always the hairiest guys that wear them. And I could carve a portrait on your back. Like I could put the Mona Lisa on your chest, and just. I feel like that was the thing I've seen. It was like, and they carve
Oh,
out
yeah,
something.
there's totally guys that do that online. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
And I mean anything's online. Well, that actually
Well, yeah.
reminded me when I was talking about making people that make things up. Did you ever see the video of the kid that's really mad outside of somebody's car, and the guy thinks he works at the place he's at, and he's wearing this red hat, and he's like, and he pretends to hit his window, and the guy puts the window down, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna call the. He goes, I'll call the cops, and the kid goes, call him, and the whole time his lips like, he's like tucking his lips in, he's like trying to make it seem like he's mad, but he's doing it horribly. I'll put a picture up for reference, but and he's like, I'll call the cops. He goes, call him. And he goes, I know, Officer Trouble Lumpkin. You never seen that? You've never seen that?
No.
And that's all he says. He goes, I know, Officer Trouble Lumpkin. And the guy goes,
Officer Trouble Lumpkin?
He goes, I'll call the sheriff. And the guy goes, he's the sheriff of sheriffs. And
Ew.
he's so upset, and he can't be older than 16. And all the comments are like, oh yeah, I'm sure you know Officer Trouble Pumpkin. Like
Sheriff?
it's so funny.
It's not even a real thing.
As if it's like Game of
Chief,
Thrones
like,
too, by the way.
yeah, yeah.
Sheriff of sheriffs, like that doesn't mean anything.
Like he knighted all the current.
So chief, wouldn't that be
That's
chief?
what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Superintendent.
But those videos of people, I also love the videos of people that are upset and then they're immediately proven wrong and they're like, you're right. Have you ever seen a couple of those where they'll like just fold all of a sudden?
And then they just walk away in silence. Usually.
Yeah. Or the one guy I think that was making weird threats and then it sounded more sexual than he thought, right? And the guy was like, "Oh, like whatever news," and he started laughing.
A couple times people get mad and they go, "I will eat your ass," and they go, "They're like, I didn't really mean
well,
that."
that's not what I wanted to do.
And they're like, "You're gonna do what?"
But it's almost better because then it completely de-escalates.
You're gonna
the
do
situation.
what?
You're going to eat me arse? I'm gonna spread your cheeks wide and feast on them. And you're like, but you hit my car.
Yeah.
And there's video proof. I have dashcam. Someone behind me is filming as well. This is gonna be on Facebook tonight.
Cars now low key though. Like I think I have a camera on the front too, because
for parking.
I mean, I guess hypothetically, but
what else?
Like
just like a sensor.
Like if a light turns green and the person in front of me goes to like when the car deems it too far without me going,
the lead car is driven away.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How do we even know that?
And yeah, I've had that happen to me before.
Like weird. I don't like that.
It does feel a little creepy.
Cars are getting annoying. It's too many beeping things and reminders and notifications. I'm like, enough. I just want to be able to drive it.
I was driving, which is so funny. You sound 80, but I agree with you.
I
was driving a car today that the sensor was like malfunctioning. So it beeps quicker and louder the closer you get to something. And you know how
that's the only smart thing about it. Really.
Yeah. And I was driving a Genesis and that's Hyundai, so it's like yours. But you know how when you get closer it's green, yellow, and then red as you get closer to it. It was only ever yellow, but it's louder and quicker than the smallest setting of green would be. So it was still loud. Luckily, I was the only one in the car. But every couple of minutes, it would just start doing it. But then certain times it would be extended, and then I would have to move a little bit, and then hopefully it would stop. So I was at a red light for like 2 whole minutes, and a solid minute and a half of it was just beeping. I was losing my mind.
I hate that a lot.
I was
Actually,
going insane. And then luckily I moved up a little bit and it stopped. But it's weird because I actually got closer to the car ahead of me, but just to shut it up.
yeah, my car keeps doing the thing where like it beeps loud and quick. It's like beep because it's saying I'm gonna hit someone.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like never once has it done that when I was actually going to hit something. I'm like, there's someone
Right.
driving the car though. Like they act like,
And they'll get out. They'll get out of the way.
yeah, I don't understand it.
Surely they'll get out of the way for you.
I'm like, you hit a couple of skateboarders, like God forbid, and like my whole career is ruined. No, I'm just kidding, I didn't do that.
Random and
But I hate that. Like I know when I'm gonna stop, and on the off chance that I'm like, oh, like I look up and I'm like, it's what you have your feet for. Hit the brake, like,
yeah,
and the car will brake for you. I thought. I don't know.
yeah, I think so.
Kind of stupid, kind of busted, kind of frig.
Yeah, but when I slipped into the Irish thing, it made me think about how 'cause last night I watched the Peaky Blinders movie on Netflix,
I
and
gotta view that
and
myself.
and Barry Keoghan is in it, and certain things
He's
that
so yuck a
did you
dude
know
right
he was
now.
in it though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's Duke, right? He's little Dookie.
Yes, that's his name. Yeah,
Yeah, Duke.
that's what he goes by. Yeah, but there are definitely lines in that movie where you can still tell that he's Irish as frig.
Yeah, I don't know. People were.
But
I got,
Killian has always hidden it really well.
and I also got that people were like, I mean, he doesn't not work for the movie. Like,
Yeah,
to
no,
be
he's
fair,
fine. He's fine.
and it's close enough that I'm like, okay. But I just hate the need to put a big name in everything. Like, and he wasn't the biggest name in that, but it's just the point that like,
But he's one of
why do
them.
we need Barry Keoghan or Jacob Elordi to be in everything?
I know.
It's exhausting.
And also, he has the round. He has the most bulbous nose
He
I've
looks
ever
more
seen.
busted every time I see. Did you see him with the puffy hair and the
Yes,
his nose gets bigger every time I see him,
I think.
and his lips were like puffy and shiny. He was like,
Yeah,
I was like,
yes.
oh my god, he looks like Barry Manilow.
He looks like
It's phew. Filthy.
what? What are you? What are you? You
I
were
think I was
going.
going for puch. I think I was going
Okay.
for putrid, and I just filthy came back.
You filthy live remix.
Yeah.
But you could totally tell that he was Irish for
Like he sticks out a little bit.
every couple lines. You'd be like, well, that's not ideal. But he definitely fit like the vibe of it, the aesthetic of it.
He
Like
fit the mode.
when you see him with the haircut that they all have, that the Peaky Blinders have.
With the V cut. I thought of that
Yeah,
the other day.
and
No,
and,
I haven't seen. I didn't see that. I've only seen him with the big floppy hat on.
yeah, but yeah, he because
The flat caps they wear,
he's
like they're like some of them like spill over the sides.
yeah, they do, which is I think is probably more of a head issue than a hat problem.
Probably, but he's got plenty of head. Let me clarify, I guess. He has a very
His head is
large
lower. Yeah, yeah,
noggin.
yeah.
Thus, I thought it would fill the hat well. I guess that's a costume design issue.
Yeah, yeah. Take it up with them. Seek it up, little darling. Seek it up.
Seek help from the costume designer.
Costume. Well, the movie was
Was it Mitterton?
it was
Is it Middy?
yeah, it was okay, but I wasn't hyped about it.
What's up?
It was more just the right hand that I was excited about.
Yeah, do they play it? The song? In the beginning?
Bong.
I know, I think of the bell.
No, they didn't play in the beginning.
Oh,
But
at
what-
the end?
It was in it throughout.
Oh.
They kind of sprinkled it in throughout, but at certain points though, they had things from the show that I was hyped. Like I think it was at the beginning of every season.
I heard something that happens that I haven't looked into it all, but I hope it doesn't.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Well, what I will say that doesn't spoil anything.
And it's annoying and like for no reason.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what I will say is that I think it was at the beginning of every season that he would go through town on a horse and everybody would look up and realize it was him. He does that.
I've seen the bar scene where people are like, "Who's this?"
Yes, and he's like, "Do you know?"
And they're like, "Boys, get out of the way! It's Tommy Shelby!" And then they're all like, "Who?"
Yeah, the guy's like, "Who the fuck
And then
is Tommy Shelby?"
And then he flips the top off the grenade and tucks it in his shirt, and then pulls the pin out, and then sends him running like crazy.
Yeah.
Also, he should have just stood right there. I don't know why he ran away at all.
because he didn't want the building to explode. He put the bomb in his shirt.
I know, but I'm saying if he stood there, then he could have taken Tommy out too, and maybe even.
I don't think, but he didn't want to kill him. He just wanted to fight him. But there were some gassy, classy, legendary moments that were like the show too. That felt like it was the same. It picked up right where the show left off in certain ways. Like they mention a lot of things that I was like, what? Because it had happened so long ago. Like the show ended in like 2022, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's been years.
And as they're naming things and whatever, I was like, oh, like they were even naming like characters that I was like, who? But luckily I didn't watch it alone, but so we could kind of brainstorm it. But there were a couple of things I was even lost on, and I loved that show.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I watched
legendary
every second of it. But the movie was okay. But yeah, there were definitely some utterly Irish moments for sure. And it's funny because between Killian and him, it's like the most Irish convo you're gonna have.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But Killian holds it together a lot better than Barry does. But I feel like if you put Barry Keoghan in
Blarney Keoghan,
yeah, if you put Blarney Stone in a sauna for 20 minutes, his nose would just start to melt.
Probably.
But like down, like you know those.
He's giving wax figure for sure.
Oh yeah, he is. And his is probably going to be the most realistic because Madame Tussauds they make a figure for anybody. They make a figure
they really
for.
Do.
They would make a Shrek one. They would make
probably is one if we looked it up.
Yeah, you're right.
And I would love to see that.
That's something that someone would definitely make at home too.
Yeah.
Like there is
that exists 1,000%.
I'm so sure that someone has made like even like a statue or something of Shrekky, like in their attics or something. I'm positive someone's done that. People worship Shrek.
I do.
That's how you say it in his native tongue.
Right,
Shrek. People worship him though.
They say that in the movies. I forgot.
Yeah, they do.
In the morning, I love those. They're just so. Yeah. I want to watch them.
I'm gonna stay up all night until man.
But then, Happily Ever After, or Shrek Ever After, whatever it's called. Is it called Shrek Ever After? No,
I think it is.
Is it?
I said thunk.
Well, whatever.
That
was the fourth one, I think. Yeah, Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third.
Yeah, it is.
Shrekily Ever After. Shrekless Cage.
Shrekily Ever.
Shrekily.
I was gonna say that.
Anyway,
we both did this in unison. Just
I know. Yeah, I gotta get into those again. Maybe eat an onion while I'm watching.
That was the Grinch.
No, he peels the layers of it. He says he's like an onion because you have to peel the layers back.
Oh, I thought you just meant like.
I think he does eat too.
I don't know.
Not two, like I think he eats.
Oh yeah, I put that together. Thank you. But the Grinch does
just like an onion, and then he's saying they have layers. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah, he's like talking you through it while he peels the onion.
You don't remember this? Oh my God. It was right in the beginning of his voyage with Donkey.
I was gonna say it wasn't in Shrekily,
with his
right?
faithful steed. What?
Faithful
No.
It was in the.
Who even cares what happened in that? Wasn't that the one with
Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, we're just digging.
That was his movie debut.
We're reaching for this. Yeah, that was poop though.
What was the holiday one? Was that just like a Christmas special? Remember that? With the eggnog and the
Shregnog?
Yeah, the Shregnog.
No, I think that was just featured in one of the movies because then the gingerbread man was gonna get eaten, right? He's gonna get dunked in the milk.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And they made him they supersized me.
Yeah.
And then he was their bridge into the castle. Remember that? You don't remember this well enough at all.
No, I really don't.
He laid down. He was like, ah, he had that soft voice. And then he laid down. I'm pretty sure he was a bridge for them. And then his limbs started to break. And I'm like, no.
I do need to
Unless I made that up, I don't really know. I could have.
I do need to get back into my
Get
Shrek,
back into the Shrekiverse.
my Shrekology. I need to get back
That's
into
that was
my
my minor in college.
Shrekology.
Yeah.
I do need to dive deep
With a focus in donkey studies.
down these studies. I need to definitely get back into.
We examined onion layers in the lab. Like we were going in.
You made and ate gingerbread men.
Yep.
Your dad was a frog for a semester. You lived with the frogs.
Honestly, though, that was
You lived in the swamp in squalor for a year.
that was a great detail.
You studied abroad in the swamp.
Yeah, I did. Are you kidding? Honestly, though, the frog dad, the frog king, was a great
Frog
detail.
dad.
Like live and let die for his funeral.
That was great.
They
Except,
don't make it like that anymore.
but Fiona's daddy was the frog, no?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Dad is frog, daughter is ogre.
but
And then the mom was just like a random white lady. Like
yeah,
what?
that's what I'm not
Whole
understanding.
family's busted.
That's what I'm not.
But that's another lesson from Shrek. If you watch it, it's about the internal beauty of us all.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you could be ugly ogre or slimy frog on the outside, but on the inside you could be loving king and
Beloved,
and lovely princess.
beloved ruler.
Happily ever after.
That's
That's where they live.
where they live.
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Yeah, I really need to watch those again. And there's and Shrek is like SpongeBob in the sense that there's so many references that we actually understand.
Every
now.
line is dank. Like every line
Yeah.
will kill you. Mike Myers is the goat for that.
But apparently, first of all, it was supposed to be Chris Farley,
Yeah.
and he
Rest in
wasn't
peace.
supposed to be Scottish at all. That was a risk that they took.
But like his pants is so good.
And the vest,
Yeah, it's a bark or whatever it is.
it looks like
It's
that.
not even bark. I think it's like leather.
It's not bark.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not. The amount of time that we've probably already wasted talking about what Shrek's vest is made of.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of barking, my sugar's barking.
It's killing you.
I'm gonna check it.
Are we in line for another diabetes break?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, while we're on this diabetes break, let's hear again from our sponsors, shall we? Thank you once again to our very lovely sponsors. I also wanted to say that I saw a video earlier today. Apparently, all I do is just scroll, and I must have all the time in the world. But I saw a video today of some angry white woman in a store, and she like wasn't getting her way, and started pooing on the floor.
What?
And she stomped, and a little dingleberry rolled out, and then she like went like this and just like kind of like sat.
She worked.
And then
She worked out.
Yeah, yeah, she did. And then she started whining, and then it just fell out. And then an actual poop fell out of her arse, like a real poop, like not little like
like a swirly.
like it hit the ground and got a little flatter. You know what I'm saying?
Twirly gumdrop.
Yes, it was Dairy Queen. Ew, ew. That's what she had. And first of all, that was nuts. That
The soft serve.
Yeah. and like the emoji.
Oh.
And secondly, not secondly, did I ever say first? Oh yeah, first I just thought it was nuts. And second,
Okay.
it reminded me of
You
when
went back just to number the points. Okay.
yes, and second, it reminded me of when I was working at the same store that I mentioned earlier. One, you hear that?
Mhm.
I sound like Pierre.
Yeah, it does. That was good.
I
Wow.
know. That was good. Jamie, hire me. But it's your team.
Okay. All right. No. He doesn't.
Um,
He definitely does. But
he does. Of course, he has a team.
your team.
Your team.
You're gonna get a DM tomorrow. Like, join my team.
Yeah. He's gonna comment DM me.
LinkedIn comment.
Yeah, he's gonna comment a phone emoji and an arrow to it. And I'll just be there to make the Pierre noise. That's all I'm good for.
Yeah.
He's like, do it. I'm just like his monkey. Like I just do
one and done.
I have one skill. But when
But that's your skill?
No. When I was working at the store, I heard a story of an old guy there in another location. There was only one bathroom, and it was not open to the public. But
Good move.
someone had to feek, and like desperately from what I heard. And they were like, "Well, you can't. Like, it's only." And he was
Yeah.
like, "No, you don't understand."
Well, you can.
And they were like, "All right, like go ahead." And then on his way to the bathroom, he dropped a bunch of little like rabbit poos all over the aisle, like aisle
You're
10,
kidding.
all the way to the bathroom. I swear. And then that reminded me too that
What do you do? Like lift up the back of his pant leg?
he's like kicking it like a dog.
Oh.
But I also was reminded of there was a lady who worked there, one of my coworkers, who supposedly I wasn't there that day. Of course, I would have loved it. Well, not that's a stretch, but I would have been dead and weak. This lady asked to go to the bathroom because there was at the store. I mean, any like grocery store, there's employees that are there like part time. Like 50-year-old people that, or people that retired from their job, and now they just want to like, they'll bag groceries
And
for.
now they want a job. Yeah.
Yes, they left job to go to job. And this lady asked to use the bathroom, and they said no. Somebody was in there. She had to wait. And she was like, "Please, like, I really have to go. Like, I can't hold it. I really have to go." Keep in mind, she was like 55. And they were like, "I'm sorry. Like, there's someone in there. We can't send two of you at once." And she was like, oh, and just kind of went back to like her register. And then like 5 minutes later, they came back and they're like, "Okay, you can go now." And she was like, "It's too late." She had
She wasn't
already.
gonna tell anyone though. She
She
was just gonna wait till they came back.
she had gone in pants in the meantime.
Oh dear.
And then because she had an accident, she asked if she could just go home. Because she was like, she said it was.
That's actually kind of a hack. I'm gonna shit my pants tomorrow at work.
Yeah.
See if they let me go home.
Kind of a hack. Ooh, see, I don't know if I can type that up.
I'm like, and I need a new office chair. It's covered in brown.
It looks like I need a brand new cubicle area actually because
We're gonna need to sanitize
because
the
my
fifth
God, the stench, and also MeUndies as well. Not the brand. That's not a free plug. But what's gonna happen to me tighties now that they're
so that they're
pooped?
no longer whiteies.
Me tighties have been pooped. What am I to do? But
Pack it up and go home.
yeah, so she pooped her
Do they let
pants.
her go home? I mean, wouldn't you have to? It's just gonna ferment.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
It's just gonna reek.
She's gonna look like a baby. Like her pants are just like huge. But another customer, an angry customer tried to poop, and they kind of pushed him out while he was.
So that's gonna leave you.
Yeah, they pushed him out. He was pushing it out, and
Wow, that's crazy.
he tried to. I think he's trying to pee. He's trying to tinks, and he was trying to tinkle. I think, because he was upset and they weren't. I don't know. Probably giving him a discount. Whatever. He wanted like a super refund. I don't know. And they started pushing him out of there, and he was like visibly trying to. I don't know if he was trying to un or dos, but he was trying to do something.
Oh,
which is just unbelievable. But
that's despicable.
any footage you see of people in stores like that is so funny. Like I just saw the
Oh, I
video again.
know.
Remember the video of the short guy in the bagel shop that was complaining that like short guys finish last and
Yes,
stuff?
yeah, and he was like fuming.
Yes, and he had this high pitched voice and this accent, like New York accent. And I just saw that video again the other day, and someone commented like, "I see this every like 6 years, but it'll never stop resurfacing."
That one gives me the same vibes as the NYU Film School graduate.
Of course.
I'm an NYU Film School graduate. I
Sucker.
love that.
Yeah, I love that dude.
I love
People dress up as him for Halloween.
Like, who is that?
Well, and it's just so embarrassing. Like, but when you do something like that, you have to stand.
That's
up.
all you have, though. Like,
yeah, yeah. But what's crazy is those people that are in those videos, they can't come back later and be like, "I'm sorry." Like, I've never seen. I've never.
You have to stand on it if you're that crazy.
Yeah, but imagine because of like the fame. It's funny because they get famous off that and like don't know. Like, it's not like they meant to. So then it's like imagine they come back and do like an influencer apology. Like they're in a dimly lit room. They're like, "Guys, we have to talk about a flip out at a bagel shop." Because that's what people do though. Like influencers freak out on camera and then by accident and then come out and be like the divorce announcement. You're gonna want to sit down.
I was about to say the Michaela Noguera,
Yeah, you're gonna want
She was at the Miley Cyrus thing. I keep saying that. The Hannah Montana thing.
I saw. She looked like a blobfish. She looked like a blobfish with a wig on.
Yeah, people were dogging her.
Yeah. Because her videos are so edited.
You were talking about her new boyfriend or whatever.
Okay. Or her phone?
Have you seen the video? She's like makeup bag. Have you seen that?
No, no. I've
It's
just
up
seen the
there.
Kim Kardashian.
No,
I've
there's
only
another one
ever
where she
seen
goes
that.
makeup bag, and it's so awful.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's like I think it's Scooby Doo. It's like a mystery machine. The bag looks like the mystery machine.
Oh,
It's awful. She's like one of the worst victims of consumerism ever.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
So
the
much so
video.
that she's no longer a victim. Like she's just making it worse.
Yeah, but
Like the
I
PR packages. Open PR with me.
yeah.
And it's literally like 200 bucks. She's like,
Oh yeah.
I was on vacation for 2 weeks in Greece. Remember, every video was get ready with me for Santorini, Greece.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
when she got back, it was like 400 packages. I'm like,
Well,
give some of that
but
away. Like,
again though, especially like influencers not as much, but
give
like,
it away, give it away, give it away now.
but civilians though, again
Civilian.
that has to be so embarrassing. Like, and thinking about the most embarrassing things that happened to us, picture that on film.
The most embarrassing thing you've ever seen. Seen?
Making me complete what of myself. But picture that happening. Like already a couple come to mind for me. And then imagine someone recorded it and it got millions of views, and every couple of weeks there's like almost every one of those videos there's an account that's that thing and then dot daily. And every day they're posting it. Like what at least comes to mind for me is I've probably told this like to our friends or something probably a million times. But when we were in
I'm gonna start Daily Shrek, by the way.
Daily Shrek.
Daily Shrek.
But what clip? It has to be a certain
Uh,
certain thing because the daily is the same thing.
oh no! I know. I just that'll come.
We'll get there.
That'll
Just follow
come,
it first.
That'll come later.
We'll plug it. Just follow it first, and he'll start posting.
Yeah, it'll show up.
But I will never forget that we were maybe freshmen or sophomores in high school, and the day before Christmas break, every year we would have a half day, and it was a big deal. And we had like a mass, and then we would leave out of the auditorium to a foyer full of cookies. A bunch of moms of the kids that went there would bake tables of cookies, and we would just get to try cookies and wait for our ride and leave for a week off. It was awesome. But at the time, we couldn't get a ride, and we took the metro bus a lot. But our grandma, that we call Nana, was available, I guess, and decided that she volunteered to give us a ride.
Sorry.
She volunteered to give us a ride home from the half day. And we're like, I guess it's better than the bus. So we thought, I guess, came back around. And everyone, even though it's cold, it's December, everyone is outside for this. Like everyone's waiting outside for their rides, which is like 300 more than that. Kids just waiting outside with cars going by. It's kind of nuts. And we were outside. I think maybe I forgot we were both had our instruments at the time, our Australians. A little callback at the time. I don't think you had yours. I think you forgot it and you had to go back or something. But anyway, because it was just me out there. So I think you had forgotten your instrument, realized you had to get it or something. I don't know. You had to go get your Australian, and I was ready outside. I saw Nana's car pulling up around the loop, and started to make my way towards it. She was afraid that I wouldn't see her, and she started to beep. And it wasn't like a meet me like here, like it was like like it was loud. It sounded like she had a truck.
Yeah.
And she was letting this thing rip. She was every couple of seconds she was pressing this thing. She was spamming it. And at that point it was a different version of fight or flight where I realized either acknowledge or ignore. And I chose ignore big time. So I decided to pretend like I didn't know it was her. And everyone that was outside was like, who the hell is this lady?
In her
beeping?
red car.
Yeah.
And
In this little red Kia. She's making a shit ton of noise. Everyone hears it and sees it. And I just thought my best bet was to keep walking. By the time I started walking straight, she had turned straight and is now parallel with me. And she's calling me. And the only reason I'm telling all this alone is because you didn't see it. And she's calling me. So I answer the call, and I know she's next to me on my left. And we're parallel. She's driving at the same speed as I'm walking and honking.
oh god.
And we're on the phone now. I can hear the honking from outside and on my phone. And she's like, oh, she has this very nasally kind of voice.
Particular sound.
Yes, and I guess I won't do it further, but she was telling me, she kept saying, I'm here, don't you hear me? So now I just feel like an idiot, like because there's no way I could be this dumb that I wouldn't figure out it was her. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't see you. I didn't even acknowledge the hearing. I was like, I don't know, I can't see you. And I was so embarrassed just because anyone could even figure out that this was our ride. And she's yelling now. She's like, I'm right here, I'm right next to you. I refuse to turn, and I'm on the phone with her the whole time. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'll find. At some point, I was like, okay, I'll find you, and I just hung up because I'm like, I can't handle this. Is madness. And eventually, she actually made it worse because she started blocking buses, and then we had to get in. So not only did she make a spectacle then, but then we got in the car that was blocking all the buses out, so kids couldn't even go home after. So it turned out to be much worse. But picturing, I'm sure someone that saw that probably figured it out. And imagining someone
Probably, yeah.
recording that and that being a viral video, and in the age of that we have social media and we could see it, like those guys that we mentioned, they don't have Instagram. But that lady that
No.
pooped in the supermarket does not have TikTok.
Or if she does, it's not our TikTok.
No. So she doesn't see herself. But the concept of seeing yourself freak out in one of those videos is just appalling.
Yeah, no, I agree. It'd be dead though, Loki.
I think if it was yourself, you couldn't be dead.
No, no, I get that though.
But if it was anyone but you, like if it was me, you'd be weak. And if it was
Yeah,
you, I'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
super weak.
No, for sure, I would. I'd be deady.
But yeah, I'm just thinking about all the things that have been embarrassing, and that. But the
There's a lot. We'll get into that.
yeah. But the biggest issue I think is that the people doing it aren't embarrassed because they're just wiling. They're just they. This is their moment. I think they've
Yeah,
never
there's like
had.
a certain level of crazy where like I can't really go back. Like I have
Well,
to
that's
kind
what
of
I mean.
go
Yeah, they
for
have
it.
to double down on that. But that guy, the NYU graduate's been in interviews and stuff. Like people
Oh,
have
I haven't
found
seen
him.
that.
Really?
Yeah,
People have found him.
I didn't know that.
They found him post graduation. Granted, that was probably 30 years ago.
Probably more. He was probably the first class of NYU film
Yeah,
school.
right. Black and white film school
Yeah.
in terms of the film. Well, anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. It was a swell time. I am honestly looking forward to editing this. I think I'm gonna get some laughs out of it.
Episode 2 is in the
Yes.
books. Yeah.
I hope that you guys enjoyed. Again, please like, subscribe, share, all of the above.
Comment, interact, engage.
Yes, do all of it. We appreciate it a lot. We appreciate the love that we've gotten already on the first episode, and I know it's going to continue. We appreciate all of you. We thank you, and thank you, Buffalo. Good night. Good night.